everybody. My name is Amberly the Hurricane, Shannon Storm's friend, reporting in. Today we're going to be making some chicken noodle soup for delivery to Shannon Storm's house. I'm going to set a timer right now for 20 minutes. We want to be done and have this thing cooking. This can be done in any Instapot or any pressure cooker. I'm using the Instapot Duo today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to put 20 minutes on the timer. This is going to be done within 45 minutes. Alright, so I've already pre-washed the vegetables. I am wearing a mask today. Vegetables are pre-washed. We're just going to go ahead and get started as we would normally. So, come over to your pressure cooker, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. For those of you who are missing your nail salons, I am playing some piano classic love songs because I miss my nail salon and that always relaxed me. So, all right, we're gonna take the lid off. Take the lid off there. My lid hangs nicely right here. We're gonna hit pressure cook. We're gonna set it on high, and we want to put 20 minutes on here. Okay, so before I do anything, chicken broth. Let me go through what you're gonna need. You're gonna need chicken broth. I use organic. When you're done beeping, there you go. I use organic chicken broth. Any vegetables that you want, chicken of course. I've got some fresh onion, fresh chives, some celery, some zucchini, squash, carrots, and then some spices. We're gonna use canned green beans today and some diced tomatoes. So what you want to do first is put about half the box of the chicken broth into the pot. Just kind of eyeball it. So we're going to get that going in there. The Instapot is heating up right now while we're doing that. So we're going to put the frozen chicken because we want to take it from frozen to table. So got 2 big chicken breasts. We're going to put those directly into the broth. And don't worry, you guys, this is going to come out amazing. Let's get that bowl put over there. Oh, I disinfected the surface before we did anything, and then made sure everything was clean. I'm wearing the mask for obvious reasons, Corona. All right, so we're going to start with the zucchini. And you can just cut it however you want to. I like big chunks, so I'm just gonna get some big chunks of zucchini here. Toss them in. So it's pretty much toss and go. Whatever veggies you have at the house, whatever veggies you want. Honestly, the more veggies you have, the better, because it just gives it so much more flavor. Again, I already pre-washed the vegetables, so we're going to do the celery next. Get those yucky ends cut off. I always have a plastic bag hanging from my home cutting board. I don't use the wooden cutting board for anything that's that's attached to the island. So the ends of it make these perfect little, they perfectly hold my plastic bag, so I just put the handles over that. So we're going to do celery next. I usually use the same knife for all of my veggies. I should say for the majority of my veggies. I do have a bigger knife that's much better for the onion, so I'm going to be using my onion knife when we get to the onion. I like cutting boards that you can bend because you just place stuff in there. So chives and onions, we're going to be using the big knife. Discard your ends. Discard your ends. And then get to chopping. All right, we're gonna get to the squash. I'm gonna use the same knife that I did for my onions on my squash. When you miss your friends, you can still do nice things for them. So, obviously, like everybody else, we're a little bit bored in this house. So, I figure, what can I do to help others? All right, onion time. For those of you who cry for onions, I don't have a magic trick. I don't usually cry when I do onions. I don't know why. My family always makes me in charge of the onions because of that. And I love onions, by the way. Love, love, love them. We've got some La Bamba going on over there. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. With the onions, I like to do bigger chunks. I don't know why. Paul likes smaller chunks. I like bigger chunks of veggies. I think because I really like to feel them. I love veggies. If you don't like to taste the veggies, cut them in smaller chunks and they kind of meld in with one another, so you don't really taste all the veggies. I know I like to put Brussels sprouts in mine, and I like the whole Brussels sprouts, but not everybody does. So again, whatever veggies you want. I'm doing a mixture of some canned veggies and some fresh veggies here. The goal is to have all of your fingers still by the end of cooking. So make sure you watch what you're doing. Right, onions done. We've got 12 minutes on the clock left. We're gonna move to carrots. These are baby carrots. You can put them in just like they are. I like to cut them up just a little bit. I really love potatoes in my chicken noodle soup, but I did not do potatoes today. And you'll see your pot fills up very fast. I didn't have that many vegetables, but your pot fills up very fast. So kind of gauge that with however many vegetables you're cooking. Oh, probably try not to do that. We're not gonna use that one because that was on the can. Even though I did wash my cans. Okay, so you guys, I've been doing this for years. I've been washing my cans when I get home. Somebody years ago told me that, they reminded me that cans are kept in a warehouse usually. And what's usually in warehouses, I'm not gonna go through that with you. But it's always a good idea when you get home, especially with what's going on right now in our world. Wash your cans off when you get home, dry them off. I've also been taking, if I buy frozen foods, I'll take things out of the box. First off, they fit in my freezer a lot better. I'll either take a picture of the instructions or I'll cut the instructions off after I've washed them or wiped them down. So I do that, just an extra precaution for you. Let's get rid of these two bowls. All right, so we've got 10 minutes left on the clock. We're gonna be done a lot faster than I thought. So let's do our green beans. You'll wanna strain out the water. If you're using canned, you wanna strain out the water. So I'm gonna come over here to do that. All right, pop in your green beans. Toss the bucket. Oh, can opener. It's your handy dandy can opener for your tomatoes. If you don't like tomatoes, don't add tomatoes. That's the beauty of it. It's chicken noodle anything soup. So, whatever you want, whatever you want. My favorite rosemary, I use it in just about anything. I use it in my marinades when we marinate steak or chicken. It's called living rosemary. And basically it keeps growing in the refrigerator, so it's fresh. I've already washed it, but you'll see it's living. So I've washed the top of it, and I just take off a leaf, or one stalk, maybe. Oh, it smells delicious, you guys. All right, so we're just gonna take some rosemary, plop it in there. We need to get some garlic. So I used minced garlic. Usually do about 2 teaspoons full of garlic in there. 2 teaspoons of garlic. Close that up. A little bit of crushed red pepper, just for a little spice in your life. I've got a spice blend that I use. I actually make it on my own, and I put it in this jar. Obviously, a lot of our bulk seasonings we can't get right now, so I'm thankful that I have some stocked. We'll use do some basil in here, a little bit of dried basil. And then the rest of that box of chicken broth, we're gonna just go ahead and add that right to the top. So when you're done, you're gonna see your pot should be halfway full. Never fill your Instapot all the way to the top, because it's gonna pressurize, so the liquid's gonna come up. So you wanna just make sure that all of that's done. Every pressure cooker or Instapot has a little catch for the extra if it does flow out. Make sure that's always attached. All right, for the Instapot Duo, it sings when it's closed and sealed tightly, so there's that. We're gonna hit pressure cook, 20 minutes. We did that. We want normal pressure and we want high. So we have 7 minutes and 34 seconds left of the prep time that we don't need. So I'll see you guys back here in about 22 minutes for the reveal. Okay, so just doing a check-in. The pressure cooker just beeped at us, so now you can either let the pressure release itself, or you need to release the pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and release the pressure, and we'll let that release, and then we'll come back and I'll show you guys the soup. Okay, and we're back to package the chicken noodle soup. I've got my mask on. So once the pressure releases, the handle should come off nicely. Oh, it smells delicious. The thunder and lightning are trying to compete with my video, and I'm winning. So let's see what it looks like. So I take my ladle. Oh, it looks so good. So some of you might want to chunk the chicken. So you know when I first put the chicken in, it was a whole chicken. It's fully cooked now, so I'm going to put just the chicken in the bowl. I'm going to cut it up in chunks. And then this is the point where you can either do add the noodles and then cook the noodles in here. I'm going to deliver this to Shannon Storm's house with external noodles, so she can cook the noodles on her own and then add them into the chicken soup if she wants. So I'm going to cut the chicken, deliver it, and then we're good to go. I'll do one last shot, in the video so you can see the final version of the chicken. Thanks for cooking with Amberly.
This is us waiting for Operation Porch Drop. I don't know why anyone would deliver in this weather. This is crazy. Really doing it. She's really here. What? I can't believe it. She's really here with the soup. This is crazy.